exactly it. Notice her body positioning. Chin is tucked. She's forward. She's in the superior position. That's your Lopsaw 1. This will help support your dummy training. Slow motion, you swing, hit center line. She lops, disrupting my base, creates a collision, and then moves forward with the superior body position. What we're also doing, I will show it, it's called Lopsaw 2. It's interjecting more of the eye attack, the Bucci incidental structure here. I'm moving into this line. How that relates to what we did earlier, she gives me a right punch, I'm here, and then I'm up through anyway. We're not doing that. This is a beginner, not beginner, but intermediate level two-person drill. We don't want to gouge anybody's eyes out in class, so we take it a little slower, but it's here, eyes, now I'm going to do a stop hit, rotating her, disrupting her base, and then hitting her with an elbow, back to that. That is what we call our Lopsaw 2. Hit, bang, here, pull trap, hit. She will do it to me. Incidental striking, high shot, rotate, pull, and hit. Just like that. That is relating to here and our Lopsaw motion that's moving into there. This next section, we're going to utilize some classical Wing Chun upper and lower arc movement. Okay, let me begin with this by going 1, 2, 3, 4 line. Moving into a gansao, body shifting, turning here, taking the ribs with the left hand, lower right gan. Centering up, drawing back, similar to our Sulam Tao line, left jut, sao, right punch, center line. Body shifting, there's the Tan Sao that continues off, double arm trap, take the floating ribs of our opponent. A little quicker. Let me give you some applications of that. Addie, please. This position here, I can be blocking punches, moving grabs. There's some grappling sequence lines in here I'd like to also talk about. Addie has her left foot forward. When my hand is here on the dummy, it's like it's here on her neck. Referring back to what we talked about, how I didn't want to give up a lot of space at the beginning of our form, I created a collision by basically tripping myself, creating momentum and force into my target without giving up space. Similar aspect now. From here, my right hand, let's say I want to splat her and hit her. The minute I take my hand away, I've given up that space. What I did with the body before, I'm now doing with the hand. So what I'm going to do is on my gansao line for Wing Chun, here, I'm cutting through. Using the edge of my sword hand, this point here, and my ulna bone to cut through them. It's excellent for grappling, in close. It's wonderful. And what I want to do, put your teeth together, please. From here, so I just turn, and it yanks them. It's a real nice cutting line. Here, on this side, what I'm showing is cutting through. It really opens up lines wonderfully. That's also what's going on when I'm here, driving that line. Down low here, it's as if perhaps my partner grabs me with the left hand, and they're going to give me a right punch. I'm just a low punch, please. Bang! I'm driving right into here. This is my gansao line. This is my attack. Again, from here, she grabs me. There's my shot. I'm going to trap here, come right around, hook, cut through, and take those two floating ribs here. I want to shear it off and snap them right into there. Very, very painful. Those are our first two lines. Of course, from there's so many other things we can do. Our first two motions then are here, cutting through, shearing that floating rib. Again, in a fight, I'm moving forward, I'm taking your space, I don't like you, so I'm going to just keep going and attacking. But for the reasoning for the slam set, we need to sequential it out in using this amount of space. What's happening next is I'm coming right up to center from here to here, coming into center here, and striking. These are lines right from here, pulling out of your Solom Tao form, my Wu hand coming back, back. I'm just doing them simultaneously here. Just like the Gansao, my right hand's high, my left hand is low, and I'm in this position. Beginning of your Wing Chun form here, low, high, open, and back. Keep one low, keep one high, and there's your Gansaos. It's in Solom Tao for your classical line. Back to the sequence. 1, 2, right into here. Going back, driving. Driving through, hook and hit. This can, coming back to here and striking. She gives me a 2-hand grab. I'm going to come back to here. There's my clear, and there's my strike, hitting right back at her. This motion here, it's like a brush block in Kempo again. Potong, Tongan, clear. Then we're just going to go through and spike them from there. That's what's happening here. This little motion here from your Wing Chun line relates to Chi Sao. Up here, please, Eddie. Hit me in the chest. Hard. Okay. From here, go ahead. Simply by doing my little jet sao, it takes that whole way. So this is from your Chi Sao line here. She hits me. Boom. No, she doesn't. We're going to go from there. That's happening here. In a sequential approach, Addie gives me a 2-hand grab. I go to clear, can go either way. We are going to mirror image this here. This position, here could be a grab and a punch. Bing! I'm just clearing it and coming back, and on and on and on. She grabs me. I go to clear it. It didn't work. I'm going to drive. I'm going to jet sao right here. This wedges up. This drives down, and there's my shot. That's where I'm going. Here, drive. I'm also sticking to it. Back to your sensitivity drills. Forward pressure and wedging. Now, if you look closely at this, how this entire art is integrated, it's not too much different from our opening line. It's almost all the same motion here. Okay? So from this position, here, hit, this little clearing motion, up, and hit. That little clearing motion, Daddy puts me in a wrist lock here, and she takes me back, I'm going to go. That little clearing motion, if she does that, I just counter with that, coming across with a powerful tan sao, right into that. On a 2-hand grab sequence, here's one. That didn't work fine. I'll just clear, and again we'll attack. Here, here's your clear. If this is strong, I go to clear it, and I can't. I'm just going to change line and take your other floating rib and cut those 2 little pieces sticking right here and break those suckers off. That's what's happening on our line here. And the whole time we're practicing different footwork, supporting this. That's our motions. I will repeat those last motions once again. They are half of a mirror image sequence. Transition point to the other line is your brush block here. Now the mirror image. As bookends to complete that particular sequence. Moving into a gansao. Body shifting. Turning here, taking the ribs with the left hand, lower right gan. Centering up, drawing back, similar to our Solom Tau line, left jut sao, right punch, center line. Body shifting, there's the Tan sao that continues off, double arm trap, take the floating ribs of our opponent. Transitional line, brush block with a body rotation, back into gan sao, completing our mirror image line. Shifting, moving and shifting side to side on the heels of our feet. Back to center, right jut sao, left straight punch. Again, the Tan sao, clearing motion, extending out, slight adjustment step with the feet, taking the floating ribs with the double arm trap. Up to this point, we've gone through approximately 25% of the whole form. I'll start from the beginning, showing you speed and power. You know the application. This is the flow and timing we're trying to express. Everybody that does this form has their own idiosyncrasies. The principles, the concepts, the reference points stay the same, but it's like handwriting. Hopefully we can read your handwriting. We all have our own handwriting indigenous to just us, and yet we all speak and write the same language. That's what I'm trying to get across on the Mook Jong. Do it with your expression. There's no really right or wrong way in terms of handwriting and or expression, as long as we can read it and it makes sense. Taking off to the next set of sequences. Where we end up, shift, hook, cutting into that floating rib. From here, within the sequential line of the slam set, we'll bong saw off of that. Drop hit from there, and I'm going to shift. We have a back sweep, which is called a beset, and then a heel palm strike forward, right into our opponent. From here, we're going to add a rhythm disruption. Right here. That's your rhythm disruption there. Okay, so we bong sao, flop hit, shift. There's your rhythm disruption. Then we're going to move from here. Let me break that down for you. This bong sao here, when we do a bong sao in classical Wing Chun, when I'm doing a bong, this point of contact, my Wu hand, center of my body, and the vanishing point and the triangle of power with my lower arch, we're all going to be in the same line. So even here, bong, there's my bong sao. This is the position here. Bong sao, one of the major blocks, it means wing hand in Wing Chun. Addie, please. Bong sao is one of the three prevalent motions in Chi sao. We have a bong sao, this is a Fook sao here, into a Tan sao. These are your playing lines in your Chi sao lines here. I have a bong, a Fook, and then she's in a Tan, I'm in a Fook. This is my Tan sao. So you have a bong sao, you have a Tan sao, you have a Fook sao. Okay, these are your major motions, important blocks of Wing Chun. We're utilizing them quite a bit here. I'm getting off line and bonging. In the sequential line of the set, I'm here, and I just go from there. What's happening, if Addie's facing me here, she punches, I'd be zoning off. Lop and hitting here is that line. That's an expression of the bong sao. More of a non-classical line, we're going to drive in a little bit and take some of their space. That would be another way of expressing a bong sao. The way we're doing this is she punches me here, I'm bong, lopping, and hitting from here. So I'm bong, lop, hit. From here, I'm going into a palm strike right along this line. What's happening? She punches me. I'm here. I hear bang. I'm just going to take her head and get rid of her. What's interesting about this? Addie, come closer, please. She gives me a punch. I'm here. As I go to hit her, part of the counter is this very well-known drill. People work off these lines. You can drive from side to side, working these bong sao drills. Her counter is, here she catches it, snap! I'm going to take this arm right here, I'm going to make her into a cartoon and snap this arm and throw her. From here you can come off these different lines, you can bring her over to here, boom, wherever we want to go from there. This is my bong sao, lop, and hit. Notice we're into this position here, there's your arm lock. That also comes out of chi sao. If I'm putting pressure, she's putting pressure, I can drive down here. There's the lock again, right off of that. Smoother here, down, there's the lock, and I can take it. Right out of the Kempo technique.